What's up? It's Mr. Wicklehouse, and today we're talking about matrices, basics of matrices. So we're just starting out with matrices. Let's get this show on the road. So what's a matrix? No, it's not the movie, and no, we're not going to watch The Matrix either. Okay, so on our left is matrix A, denoted with the capital letter. So we would call this matrix A, capital letter A. And then it'll say what it's equal to. Each matrix has a specific dimension like length and width. So kind of like a rectangle. You can see it if you think about it and imagine it. It looks just like a rectangle. Except instead of calling it length and width, they're called rows and columns. Okay. So if we look at matrix A, we can see there's 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2 columns. So we would say that matrix A has dimensions of 3 by 2. Pretty easy. So rows comes first, columns comes second, so 3 by 2. Alright? Alright. So, a little way to remember the rows and columns is to remember that it's like remote controlled. Rows and columns, remote controlled. Rows and columns. Okay. So the elements of the matrix, or in other words, the numbers that are inside of it, they're the little pieces in a matrix and are named like a battleship, So remember in the game Battleship, you'll say like, you'll pick a row and a column and you'll say 1, 1 or whatever, and they'll put the little peg in there. Well, the matrix is the same way. So if I say A, 1, 1, then I'm talking about this position right here. It's row 1, column 1. So it would be the number 1 here. If I say A2, 1, well, it's row 2, column 1. Row, column. 3, 2 is row 3, column 2, so it would be the 6. Okay. So, now the question is, what would the element be in B, 3, 2? Well, here's matrix B, and we're doing row 3, 1, 2, 3, column 2, 1, 2, so here I am. Right here, it's 6. Well, which element is negative 4? Well, here's negative 4. It's going to be B because it's matrix B, and I'm 1, 2, row 3, 1, 2, 3, column 4. Oops, column 4. What am I doing? I just counted the 3. Row 3, column 3. So it would be B3, 3. Right there. Alright. Okay, moving on. Let's do a couple more examples. So, what would you call this matrix? Well, it's matrix D. Okay. So I would just call it D. Or you could say matrix D. And I want to know what the dimensions of it are. So I'm going to count the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So it's a 5 by 5 matrix, and it's matrix D. Okay. What's this one? It's matrix S. And it's 1, 2 rows, 1, 2, 3 columns, so it's a 2 by 3. So matrix S is a 2 by 3 matrix. It's as easy as that. Alright? All right. Couple more things. This is called scalar multiplication. All you're doing on this is real easy. If you have a number in front of the matrix and you're going to multiply it, you just take this number, it's just like distribution, and you distribute it to each piece inside of the matrix, and then it goes in the same position. The new matrix that you make goes in the same position. So 2 times 5 is 10. We go in 1, 1. 2 times -2 would go in 1, 2 is -4. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 0 is 0. Okay? Not very hard. Just taking the multiple and multiplying it by each element inside the matrix to get your new matrix. Okay? Alright. Finally, for this video, we're going to do addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction is similar to what we just did with multiplication, except instead of going to each piece with each thing that you're adding, you're just taking the first one and you're adding it to the first one. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Then you take the second one and you add it to the second one. -8 plus -1 is -9. This one and that one. -9 plus 6, -3. 4 plus 0 is 4. 1 plus -3 is -2. 7 plus 5 is 12. So, if I add two matrices together, I just add their elements. Just like that. Okay? Now, subtraction, guess what? Subtraction is exactly like addition, except instead of adding it, I'm going to subtract it. So I do 2 minus 1, and that's 1. -1 minus 3, -4. 6 minus a -7, that's going to become plus, so that's 6 plus 7, that's 13. 0 minus 5 is -5. -3 minus 7 is -10. 5 minus -3 is 8. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I will talk to you guys later.